What's up guys, Marco here. Today we're going to be breaking down or deconstruct Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign's Back to Me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Back to Me is the fifth track on Kanye Dolla Sign's newest album, Vultures Volume 1. Last time we've explored a detailed breakdown of another song off of Vultures, that being Burn, which in my opinion is clearly top 3 on the album. But this time we're going with Back to Me, because despite what other people are saying, this song is straight fire, and is in fact my favorite off of Vultures. Since I first heard this snippet, back in October-ish I'd say, I've known that this song is going to be my favorite off of this album. This song's got everything, especially great lyrics. Maybe except Kanye's almost 2 minutes rant about big but even that part of the song sounds good. But the rest is just heavenly. I mean, Ty Dolla Sign's hook on this song is one of the most angelic song hooks I've ever heard in my life. And this song also has the best feature of the entire album. And of course I'm talking about Freddie Gibbs. Not even Fantano had something bad to say about his verse.
That was a fucking cakewalk for Freddie. I mean, you know, multiple great bars, especially that turn my bird bitch to an ex like I'm Elon or like Elon. That was smart. That was smart. That was a funny bar. That was a clever bar.
Now, what are we waiting for? Let's jump straight into the video itself. First, we're going to be turning down the BPM from 130 to 96 beats per minute. Second, I don't know. Let's start with the drums. Maybe. By the way, forgot to mention, these are all the amazing producers who participated in the creation of this song. If you've listened to the original song, you've probably noticed that the drums play a crucial role on this song. But before recreating the drums, I'll just show you real quick from where I think Kanye and the rest of his production team came up with this drum pattern. I think it's in fact a 17th song called Ashley's Roach Clip by the Soul Searchers. And just listen to this part right here. Sounds pretty similar. I might be wrong though, so don't take it for granted. Now, back to FL Studio, and I've changed my mind. We're starting with a sample. You've 100% noticed the sample from the start of the song and from Kanye's 2 minute rant about Big Woman. This sample actually comes from a movie called Dogma, main stars being Jay and Silent Bob. Here's the exact sample from the movie.
Who the hell do you think you are, lady? You can't just go around breaking people's hearts like that. I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. Guys like us just don't follow the fucking sky, you know? Beautiful, naked, big-titted women just don't follow the sky, you know?
Now, we're going to drag this MP3 onto our sheet and do some cuts here and there and do some fade in and fade out sound effects. After cutting everything, we're going to add some Valhalla room for some ever so slightly reverb. Here's how it should sound.
I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. Guys like us just don't follow the fucking sky, you know?
Pretty unique sample if you ask me. Now, and only now, we're going to remake the drums. First of all, we have all the identical drum presets, extracted straight from the original song. If you want to gain access to those presets, stay tuned for the upcoming launch of my Patreon page. Now, back to the drums. We're going to start with the hi-hat, as per usual. The pattern that this hi-hat plays is a closed hi-hat groove that plays a really important role in the bounce and the foundation of the drums. Now, before actually showing you how it sounds, you have to keep in mind that you should randomize the levels of all hi-hats, but not automatic randomize, manual randomize, to give it a really authentic sound, because if you listen to the original song, the drums sound extremely realistic, and that's what's needed to do to recreate this sort of sound effect. By the way, don't forget to decline some of the hi-hats here and there for that extra realistic sound effect. Oh, and yeah, also, send this preset to the mixer. Here, we're going to be adding some Paramagic EQ2, where we're going to gradually increase the mix, starting from the middle end to the high end, to give the hi-hat that final top of a realistic sound effect. Here's the pattern anyways. Now, moving on, the snare, nothing special, here's the pattern. Now, moving on to the kick, we actually have two kick presets. This is the first one, and here's the pattern. And this is the second one. This one has this hi-hat like sounding effect because it was extracted straight from the original song, kind of overlapping with the hi-hat, but with all the other instruments playing at once, it sounds pretty good. Here's the pattern. We have only two more instruments to go before finalizing the drums. One of them is this open hat, which we're going to be sending to the mixer, and we're going to be adding some parametric EQ. Now we're going to cut a little portion of the low end in an attempt to make a more muddy, realistic sound effect. Here's the pattern. Now, the last instrument, before I show you all the drums together, is the bass. The bass in this song actually plays two patterns. Here's the first one. And here's the second. And with this, the drums are ready to go. Here, take a listen. Now, we need to go through another sample, which is this run sound effect. This sound was taken from a song called Rockbox by Run DMC. Now, we're going to be cutting down this part and we're going to send it to the mixer. Here, we're going to add some parametric EQ2, some Valhalla room for some reverb, some fruity chorus, some fruity compressor, and some fruity multi-band compressor for some gain in the high end. Now, we're going to clone this sample, overlap it with the first one to create a fade in and fade out sound effect and create two panning automation clips. One, we're going to take it down to 18% and the other one to 82%. Here's how it sounds in the end. Now, this part is going to be playing in the song for a couple more times, but besides, we're kind of done with this. Now, we really have one more thing to do, which is placing the beautiful women line in the song. Here's the exact cut and moment where this plays. However, we're going to be sending this to the mixer once more, where we're going to be adding some fruity delay, Valhalla room, and some fruity reverb. However, we're going to turn these two down to 0% and we're going to create an automation clip for both. Here, we're going to be creating 2 points in the mix, where we're going to turn the mix up to 100%. Here's how it sounds before.
Beautiful, naked, big-titted women just don't fall out of the sky, you know?
And after.
Beautiful, naked, big-titted women just don't fall out of the sky, you know?
Now, the remake should be basically done. However, we still have one more sample, and I promise, this is the final one, which is this sound effect from the Dogma sample. Here, we're just going to add some Valhalla room for some light reverb and place it here and here. And with this, we're finally over. Now, before showing you the final result, I would much appreciate if you'd leave a like, subscribe, and share to help reach out to more producers and music enthusiasts in general. Now, without any further ado, here's the final result.
I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. Guys like us just don't fall out of the fucking sky. I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. Guys like us just don't fall out of the fucking sky, you know?
And that's 2 for 2. As you've seen before, Shazam picked it up as the original song. Now, I hope I don't get copyrighted for this video as I got for the last breakdown, the red drum breakdown, which by the way, I wouldn't mind if you check if you haven't already, but that video got copyrighted the first time I uploaded it for copyright issues because it detected it as the original song. Now, I don't know if I should be excited or bummed about that, but anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, stay tuned, cause there's more remakes coming on the way. Until then, see you next time.